Hello there, welcome, it's Ruth here, Artful Stampin. So apologies for me being late for those of you in the UK and Europe. Hi, we just had our annual Oscar party. It kind of crept up on us, and so we've just had our friends have just left, and so I'm just going to come and do a very quick stamp one sheet wonder. I just grabbed some stamps and we're going to see how it goes. So hope you guys are well. And I have on my desk that lovely new succulent stamp because it's so nice. It's a nice one. So I'm going to see what we can make with that. And I'm going to try and keep it under half an hour because I've still got some stuff to do tonight before I go to bed. And I've got a busy day tomorrow. So hello, very quick hello to everyone on the live. Hi Judy, Kim, Lisa, Patricia, Mary, Shaz, Ellen, Margaret, great to see you all. Lovely, 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 lovely. Good bunch in the house tonight. Okay, why isn't my desk? Okay, let's just sort out my desk view. Not sure why that's not showing up. Oh, it is now. Is it now? Is it happening? Okay, great. Get rid of that. No, the Bob Dylan movie didn't win anything, but I think it was nice of Timothy Chalamet to get some, some recognition. So that was nice. Oh, claim to fame. I don't know him personally, but the guy who won cinematography for The Brutalist, he's a local guy from round my mid-Walian parts. Yes, he was in our local paper the other week because he got the nomination and now he won. So that was nice. And in his speech, he actually said, hello to my friends back in Wales. So all of us in the room went, way! He's talking about us, even though he's never met us. So, yeah, there we go. There was a shout out to Wales in the Oscars. That was nice. Hi, Vicky. All right, so the stamp I was talking about was this one, Detailed Succulent, which is very, very pretty. And I had some colours out because I was filming Artful Stampin School today. And I kept some of the colours out that I used for that and then grabbed. There's something in my head when I'd love to see Granny Apple Green with Pebbled Path. I may have put the two together at some point, but I just thought I really fancy seeing it. So these are the colours I've grabbed out. I've got Lemon Lime Twist, Lost Lagoon, Granny Apple Green, Pebbled Path, Wild Wheat and Copper Clay. And yeah, let's see what happens really. So I think I'm going to go for Pebbled Path for the main feature, as it were. Go with this stamp here, the outline stamp, and then I may colour it in with Lemon Lime Twist. That's my thinking on that one. I'm just going to do a basic full-on cover the whole page. More is more. Let's get it all on Stamp One Sheet Wonder. So those of you who've done class 1 with me, I think I'll probably just, because also my brain is tired, I'm going to go with class 1 clusters stamping. And if you're watching this and think, oh, I'd really love to learn that technique and have a go, but I'd like Ruth to hold my hand a little bit to do it, then do get in touch and I'll have a think about scheduling a class 1 workshop class, online class with you. Just checking this. I just grabbed this piece of cardstock because it's got a little bit of a dent in it, but it'll be fine. We'll just keep going. All right, so we're going to do a cluster of 3 flowers, and these are really quite large, so not quite sure how many clusters I'm going to fit on here. We'll just keep going, hope for the best. So Pebbled Path is one of the colours we're going to be saying goodbye to. It has served us well this last couple of years. I may have to check to see whether it's actually in stock, because the in colours do tend to go out of stock at this time of year. This is why whenever the new colours come in, I tend to order them, and very quickly afterwards I order my reinkers, so I have them. And it is getting to that time of year where we're going to be seeing the new colours. All right, I'm just going to let that soak in for a minute. I am going to be stamping a colour over the top of that, but I just want to let that colour soak in. And while I'm waiting for that to happen, I'm going to grab out just one of these leaves, this really big one here from You Are Beautiful, because I want to do some good old all over coverage. And let's have a look what colour I'm going to use for that. Oh, let's go for Wild Wheat. But I don't need the whole, all of it. I don't, yeah. So I'm just going to try and ink up. There we go. Just that top section like that. Hi, Susan. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Melissa. Hi, Jennifer. Georgiana. Who else has come in? Great to see you. Hi, Gina. Lovely to see you. Okay, so we're going to start in the valleys and just start filling up some of these spaces. Do that. Oh, keep missing that leaf. Okay, right. There. There. So I'm just going in from the corner and missing out those bottom two leaves because I just don't feel like I necessarily need. I don't need it. It's too long. If I use that big leaf, I would end up with the leaf going into the other flowers, and I don't want that to happen. Right, have I got space here? Okay. Hi Jackie, ink pad and refill are low inventory in the UK. Thank you. I think they must have had some come back into stock recently because I thought they were out of stock for a bit. But that's good to know. Thank you. All right, so we're slowly, basically just work your way around trying to fill up all the spaces. All right. I think that's good. Oh, that's fine for that stamp. Don't need that one anymore. So what other colours have I got here? I've got granny apple green, lemon lime twist. Ah, right, lemon lime twist. That was the colour I was going to use as the filler in colour. So I'm going to get the more solid image here. This one. So while I'm just going to find where. No, that's not quite right, is it? Is it like that? There we go. Yeah, wild wheat is. Oh, I've just stuck my arm in wild wheat. I'm just going to close that down. Yeah, it's right. Someone's just put in the comments. It's a bit of a chameleon colour. Oh, now I've lost it again. Oh, get in there, get in there. And I think I must have flipped it round. I should remember how I do this really. All right, let's try that again. Okay, there. No. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Found it. Oh, I thought I found it. Okay, there it is. Sometimes I just give up and go, oh well, just do it. Just do it any old how. Because who's going to really look? Yeah, I've given up now. I'm just going for it. I have your beautiful stamp set saved. Oh yes, the large leaf is really useful. Okay, done. Right, so that was Lemon Lime Twist. Right, I want to put some other leaves in here now. Oh, this was one I grabbed out. This one, Delicate Forest. I'm wondering whether to do Copper Clay. Do Copper Clay or Granny Apple Green? Yes, sorry, it's Soft Succulent. No, is it called Soft Succulent? Detailed Succulent, sorry. Soft Succulent was a colour. Detailed Succulent, and it's an online exclusive, and it's 164745. 164745. Okay, so this is Granny Apple Green, and I just want to get some detail on here using that one. Normally I would say everyone, but I'm just kind of finding space. I'm not going to put this particular image in every area. I just don't feel I have the space for it. So plus I want to get on with getting on. Okay, what else? That one there. Paula. All right, moving on. I grabbed out this stamp here because I was wondering about doing some copper clay. I don't know if copper clay might be too dark. What could I put inside copper clay? If I decided to use, if I use that flower there, I wonder what colour I could put on the inside of it. I want it to stand out, but I don't want it to be as dark as copper. So these are just going to get placed here and there. When this gets stamped, it kind of looks like a bit like a spider. Peach pie or stamped off copper clay. Oh yeah, peach pie might be a good idea. If I had the time, I would do the whole stamping off thing, but I just don't have the time tonight. So let's go with peach pie then. Oh, hi Jenny. Okay, I'm not even going to try and to line this up. I'm just going to stamp away. There we go, that's quite nice, scattered in. Right, I do feel there's a bit of space for a leaf that's a bit more detailed. And I'm wondering whether to come in with just something like that, because it's got a strong form to it, so it will show up. Oh, hang on, let me pop this light on, that might brighten things up a little bit as well. Thank you. Oh no, Jenny. Oh, did they not x-ray that part then? Oy, oy, oy. It has a 70s vibe. Yeah, I think the colours are giving it that, aren't they? All right. Well, I'm loving it. It's nice and full. I've got this just on my desk. So I'm just going to use it because it's just easy. It's the... Oh, sorry. I forgot to switch my notifications off. It's the splotchy stamp from Elements of Text. It's just a good one for filling in. And giving some additional texture here and there. All right, now I do want something really fine. Just like a fine little leaf. Oh dear. I just feel like it needs more copper clay in here somewhere. Oh no, she couldn't believe they only x-rayed my wrist and lower arm when the break was so bad. When she read the report, she kept going, oh dear. Oh dear, that's not a good sign if oh boy. Oh no, she can't drive, no. She's got, I think, well, a friend will have to take her. Oh, I quite like this leaf going on. It's got a lovely movement to it. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. All right. I'm thinking just to use the other splotchy stamp because that's got some sort of more defined splotches, and do more pebbled path because I just feel like it needs some more of that in there somewhere. Kind of looking for the gaps. Okay. Even do that as well. Might look a bit crazy dark. I'm hoping it's going to calm down in a sec, but it'll be okay. All right, I think I'm going to stop there. It's a very, very full page, and it will just make a really lovely background, I think. Oh, I'm itching just to do a little smattering of some tiny flowers, though. Just have a quick look at my shelf. Oh, and I'll switch my notifications while I'm standing up as well. Sorry about that. Right, let's get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, like these little flowers. Oh, ouch. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, this is the clusters class. This is class 1, Margaret. Just email me, please, ruthtrice@gmail.com. Yeah, so anybody else here who's watching me, maybe you're newly discovered, so you have newly discovered this channel and you're, thinking I'd like to have a go stamping this style, but I don't know where to begin. Clusters and lines is what I kind of call class 1. It's a good one to do some beginning stamping of this style. So if you are interested, then please email me, let me know, and I will schedule a class. Typically they happen, I've got quite a few, they tend to sometimes happen on Friday evenings, but if other days of the week are okay for you, then let me know. And what's the other thing to say? Yeah, they usually happen in my evening, which is afternoon in the Americas, and then early morning for South Pacific. So if you're in the South Pacific and you want a class that's at your time zone, you need to contact me and request that. Okay. Kind of feeling like I need to add a bit more blue. Some Lost Lagoon, I mean. So you know what I'm going to do? I've never done this with this stamp set before. But I'm thinking, does that fit? Or will it fit? Sort of will fit. Okay. And succulents, they do come in like multicolours, don't you? Yeah. No, I've asked Jenny to join that group. I don't know if she may not have done it just yet. Yeah. Oh, poor girl guide, Jackie. That's, yeah, what a shock. At least she's found out though, gosh. Yeah, I know of a young lady whose surgery to fix something hasn't gone well, and 6 weeks has turned into a very, very long time, a few months. Okay, that's better. I'm happy now. There we go. It just needed more of a focal point, I think. So stamping with images that have got line art that need colouring in is always, it's just worth a second thought, because when you have an image that's just a solid, you know, image, you just kind of go for it. But when it needs colouring in, you do need to have a little think about how you're going to do it. Now this is a very kind of blended, kind of very full-on coverage of a piece of paper, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. The other thing you could add to this is maybe some text, maybe some script over the top, but I know I've done that quite a bit recently, so I'm not going to do it again. But that definitely that would be a good, nice thing to do over the top. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody, and thank you for your care and concern for each other. Yeah, no, absolutely, Jenny. No, we were wanting to know how you were, so no, you didn't take over the chat at all. And lots of love to you all, and those of you who are watching on the replay, thank you. Let me know. Yeah. Let me go over the colour scheme. I'll get these in some kind of order. Okay, so I'll just put this here because I know some of you are interested to know how the colour wheel kind of works and where these will fit. So I'll explain all that in a second. So the colours I used were copper clay, peach pie, wild wheat, lemon lime twist, granny apple green, lost lagoon, and pebbled path. And the stamp set, the kind of the main stamp set was this one here, detailed succulent with the big florals on it. Although succulents, are they flowers or are they just a bunch of leaves? I don't know. Then this little flower from Delightful Wishes. I mean, that's the only thing I used from it. So if you've got another flower you want to use, that's absolutely fine. Then Delicate Forest, because I wanted a little bit more delicacy, this thing here. But again, you could probably find that in other places. And then this great big one from You Are Beautiful. Again, there are lots of, you know, big stamps that you could use as an alternative. Then I just used that last one there from Flowers of Beauty because I wanted that little sprinkling of flowers, just a little smattering there. Then from Elements of Text I used the dottage, those two, and then I did end up using some leaves from Botanical Beauty and also Everyday You and Me, but I could have used Botanical Beauty instead of using Everyday You and Me, but I just had it on my desk, so that's why I used it. There we go. And I was going to do something else. Oh, colour wheel. Okay, so I want to explain to you then where these colours fall on the colour wheel, because I know some of you inquiring minds will want to know. So an easy one, let me start with peach pie. I'm going to talk about copper clay later. So peach pie is part of the orange family, but it's orange with some white in it. Okay, then we have wild wheat, which I would suggest is a yellow but with some black in it. Okay, so orange and yellow. Then we have Lemon Lime Twist, which I would suggest is yellow with a very little tinge of blue in it, but also with a little bit of white. It's a very zingy, kind of a pale limey green. And then we have Granny Apple Green, which is a bit greenier, and a bit darker. So it could be that those two are the one green, maybe, and that's the lighter version. And then Lost Lagoon is on the blue-green spectrum. So we've got blue-green, green, yellow-green, those two, then yellow, and then yellow-orange with it. So we've actually, if you ignore the neutral colours there, we've actually used these colours, almost half of the colour wheel really, if you just take those into play. However, throwing in copper clay, you could possibly argue that copper clay is a red-orange with black in it, because look at that. Look at how close that is. Copper clay and that there. So that would be there on the colour wheel, because that's a red-orange, or orange with grey in it. And Pebbled Path is really what I would say is a kind of smack bang in the middle type colour, because that's kind of like a murky grey brown really, and therefore a neutral that doesn't really sit on the colour wheel. So that's a proper neutral colour. So let's just look at the colour wheel again then. So we're going from red orange right round to there, which is just over half of the colour wheel, but we've used colours that have got quite a bit of white in them, or a bit of grey as well. And so what's been really nice to bring in the copper clay and the Pebbled Path, because they have a heavier amount of black in them to really help with the detailing, because I use that Pebbled Path as the outer of that flower, and the copper clay is kind of the sprinkling and the leaves. So that's just really interesting. I wanted you guys just to sort of understand that, because you may initially go, well, why is why it's an odd kind of combination, but weirdly it works, and hopefully you'll understand why it works. It's because they're all kind of mainly on the warm side of the colour wheel, but then with that little pop of bluey green, it just helps to add that contrast. And then you've got these two that are could be classed as neutrals, but also an orange there. Okay, hope that makes sense. I know that sometimes I don't always I try and explain, but sometimes my words don't come out as great as I want them to. Soft succulents will give a flower much like violets. I would never put peach pie with copper clay, but it works. It does. That's because they're related. Yeah, they're right next to each other. So those are analogous. They are kind of analogous, Judy, but they're a broad analogous. Yeah. So sometimes we would just choose maybe three analogous colours to kind of keep the colour scheme much closer and much more harmonious, just really sort of harmonious. But yeah, so this is like half of a colour wheel, basically, half a rainbow here. So there you go. Interesting. The dark green really popped. So that's, would you believe, that's Lost Lagoon, and that's the impact of Lost Lagoon sitting on top of Lemon Lime Twist and the Pebbled Path. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what it looks like tomorrow. Oh dear, dropping in pads. Once the colour kind of calms down, but yeah, there we go. It's a groovy coverage. Thanks. Right, my lovelies, I'm gonna have to dash away. I've got some work to do before I go to bed tonight. It's already midnight here. So love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Also, can I just do a big shout out? I can't believe how many of you have had a go at doing the negative colouring in after stamping with the outline flowers. Honestly, it has absolutely cheered my heart to see how many of you have embraced that technique, to see what you can do with it, and seeing all the different colour options that you're doing and even adding other pops of colour. Oh, it's been so lovely. So I did submit a picture to Demonstrator Planning Place, which is the demo only Facebook group. But they were really strict. They were like, oh no, you haven't completed a actual project, so we can't publish it. So I'm yet to use mine to create a card to then submit to Demonstrator Planning Place. But anyway, you guys have absolutely run with it. And it's really nice to see the projects and also your sheets that you're producing. And please do have a go, but maybe if you find that doing a whole sheet is a bit scary, then do a half sheet. I think Monica did a half sheet, or even go less than that, go quarter. Just do, a quarter one, and then it's not so scary. So there we go. It was fun. Yes, thank you. Some succulents are green with purple edges. They are. Yes, they are. I have to try that one. Ooh, blackberry bliss. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Night, Jenny. Do rest well. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again soon. All right.